Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Arthur Sanders. I'm not really sure that's right, but anyway, I'm a journalist from Brazil. I'm here today to talk about Brazil and South Korea. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm a sports journalist for 9 years now, and I've covered the daily routine of clubs like Corinthians and São Paulo here in Brazil. I've written some bigger reports, and now I work with international football and basically every sport that has a good story to talk about. So I'm here. Let's start with the game itself. Here in Brazil, a lot of people were excited not only with the result, which was good, but also with the team's performance. And everyone knew that South Korea could be a dangerous opponent. So the victory was very well received here. In the first half, there was even a moment when South Korea was a little better and got the goal in a mistake by Thiago Silva. But in general, Brazil performed well. So specifically about players, it was a good response from Alexandro on the left side and Lucas Paquetá in the middle. From now until the World Cup, there's left just two doubts and Titi's team, and these doubts are and who will be the right back in the World Cup, and how will the attack work, and with a number 9 or a trio with more mobility, maybe with Vinicius Jr. Involved in that. Anyway, it was a good game for Brazil. It made us a little more excited for the World Cup, actually. And in Brazil, is always considered one of the favorites for the title. It kind of became normal for us Brazilians, but specifically in this year, the chances seem to be greater than in 2018. And this time, the work has evolved for a few years now. So the team is collectively strong and still has very good players in attack. Personally, I see Brazil as one of the favorites, but no doubt about it. But maybe not the main favorite, because there are France and Argentina are also having a great time, but Brazil can come strong in Qatar, and we have hope. We have hope. And after the game, the meeting between Heung-min Son and Neymar in the locker room was quite curious. You know, this meeting had some repercussion here in Brazil, along with an interview by Emerson Royal, the Brazilian fullback from Tottenham. Emerson once said that Son one day asked him, "Does Neymar know me?" And everyone around him laughed, because, of course, Neymar knows him and know him for a long time now. I think this shows that Son is a humble guy. He may not even know the fame he has all over the world. You know, it may seem strange, but in Brazil, not all people love Neymar. He has a lot of fans here. That's obvious, but also some people think he's not sympathetic. I don't know. In the other parts of the world, I don't know what is the relationship is like between a national idol and people in general. But here, there's no such a thing like unanimity. But I'm saying all this just to tell you that Sean's image here in Brazil, and in maybe in the other parts of the world, it's is of a super nice guy, you know, attentive to the fans, and a true national South Korean symbol. So personally, I think Son is a very good player. Of course, it's interesting because he has characteristics that are very reminiscent of Brazilian football. Like he's of course, incredibly fast winger and very skillful. and he's always thinking and advancing towards the goal, and his individual goals are very impressive. He's a rare player, and I'm sure you guys already know that for a while now. And but he's the face of South Korean in football. It's like a synonym for the country itself, I think. In Brazil, we have little contact with South Korean culture, but around here, everyone knows at least three things about South Korea. That's, of course, BTS, the Netflix series Squid Game, and, of course, obviously, Heung-min Song. And for me, it's great to talk about Son because some time ago, I actually helped make a podcast episode about him here in Brazil and in Portuguese, of course. So it was a series to tell stories about some players and some clubs in Europe. And one of the players was Son. So I've learned a lot about him, and like the training with his father, the day he did kick ups for 4 hours, juggling with the ball. So it was very cool. He's an interesting person to know more about. I've liked it, like it. So I think that's it. I wanna thank you for the invitation and apologize for any mispronunciations, but it was a pleasure. Good luck for you guys in the World Cup. I hope you have good games. And who knows, maybe we'll find each other in the round of 16. Okay? Ciao, ciao.